Colorado Springs is widely known as a great place to raise a family. Good schools, plenty of green space, and no shortage of churches. But that's not how Tori sees it.
My whole life, all I ever longed for was to be loved. I just wanted someone to tell me that they loved me.
Raised in what she describes as an abusive home, Tori went searching in all the wrong places. She finally found a sense of belonging.
I was working with an organization that brings burgers to the homeless on Sunday nights.
She hit it off with two young women, also volunteers.
These two girls come into my life who say, "You're never going to want for anything. I'm always going to provide for you. I'm always going to be there for you. Like, you're going to get Christmases and birthdays, and we're going to celebrate you and who you are. Like, we care about you." Like, to me, like, that was everything I ever wanted.
It all sounded so perfect, so innocent at first.
So they suggested that we do work and, pay some bills. And to me, I was all for it. I was all for the nice car. I was all, I just wanted to keep them happy. I wanted to keep my family.
Tori was no child. She was 20 when this began.
Basically, I saw myself as an escort, and I never saw it as human trafficking until I actually got out of it.
The women who sold her again and again soon turned violent.
I wasn't allowed to eat unless I saw a certain amount of men per day. But there were also days where, I'd have to sit on the couch and hold still while she broke my toes with hammers. I ended up in the hospital about 3 or 4 different times. And my trafficker, she had a pit bull.
A pit bull she unleashed when Tori had the gall to say no.
By the end, I had to have my arm sewed back on.
And the men who paid for her, none the wiser.
They don't know that sometimes we can't escape, and that this is our life. This is what we have to do in order to stay alive. And in reality, those people don't see you as human at all.
Tori saw clients out of the apartment where she lived.
I was trafficked out of an apartment complex on South Academy. It was right across the street from a bar, so they got heavy traffic.
When she went out on call, she was forced to lie down in the back seat.
I've gone down to Flying Horse Ranch, where they're big, beautiful homes. I've been on South Academy. I went up to Boulder, and I've been to Vail.
She says she's seen it all.
It's police officers, it's judges, it's, pastors, it's teachers, it's people you'd never suspect.
And she says the issue is way bigger than people think, right here in Colorado Springs.
I'd say hundreds and hundreds. Some of them aren't here anymore. Because they've been killed.
Tori telling me about what she described as her worst night.
I had seen a client and I recognized him and didn't really say anything, but he turned out to be a pastor. That of a church I grew up in, one of the pastors.
In the roughly 2 years Tori was trafficked, she estimates her pimp and the madam made almost $1 million on her body. And here's what Tori was left with.
None. I am broke.
And one night, a revelation.
Either they're going to kill me or I'm going to kill myself.
And someone else suspected it too, the leader of the organization where Tori volunteered.
And one of them sat me down at the McDonald's down on Wasatch on the bench outside, and he said, "They're going to kill you." He locked me in his car, and we called the Colorado Human Trafficking Hotline.
And from there, it was a long, scary road.
Once you go in, it's like a game, you get out and you probably die trying.
As is often the case in stories like this.
My case was investigated for a year, and then it was dropped because of insufficient evidence.
And the cycle continues.
My heart's broken because I know that they're out doing it to someone else.
As for Tori, she can't erase the past. She'll have a criminal record for the rest of her life. But things are finally looking up. She's now helping other girls just like her.
I got to a place where I could finally say, I'm okay. I won.